Good afternoon, it's day 184. It's almost 1 o'clock. I went to ladies' Bible study today, so I did not have time to record anything this morning. And I just got the girls' lunch. I'm just sitting down. I just ate my lunch, which was the leftover. Finally finished up the chicken and stuffing and gravy meal because I am trying not to let any food go to waste. You know, trying to eat all the good food in the house. Cleaned out the fridge a little bit. I'm watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm still catching up on my episodes. By the time I catch up, the season will be over and I'll be sad. What else? Had a good time at Bible study. Got the van back. $600 later. Hopefully it'll stay healthy for a while. My kids are being crazy. Today, Madison threw a mega fit because I wouldn't let her pick what she wanted for lunch, but whatever. I have a really great win to show you or to tell you about later. I just woke up from a nap. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the ways that I've been able to stay on track this week is I've been sleeping for about 2 hours in the afternoon, which keeps me from eating and snacking during that time. So, yeah, that's pretty helpful in sticking to the plan. Being awake less time. I want to show you guys. This is my ladies' Bible study book. So pretty cool. And I've got my little memory verses here, study methods, and then our actual assignments or whatever. So I think that's pretty cool because I've gone to a Bible study group before, but to tell you the truth, we didn't ever really study the Bible. We would study different Christian works, because there's lots of books and study materials that come out for different things, like how to pray or parenting group classes kind of things. So we would have a large group of us. This is where I went in Tucson on the base, and waiting for crying to ensue. Once there's chasing and laughing and giggling and running, crying isn't very far behind. Can you guys go back in the playway or the playroom, please? What was I saying? Oh, so there would be a large group of us, and then we would split into 2 or 3 different classes. After we'd have our kind of group time, then we'd go into our individual classes and we would all be studying different things. But I actually like this better because I like actually studying the Bible, because I am pretty infantile, novice when it comes to actually knowing my Bible and knowing what's included and all that stuff. So it's been really interesting just discussing the little things that you would just miss or not even put together when reading a verse. You want the verse to really stand out to you, but sometimes there's things in there that I don't know. It's hard to explain, but anyway, it's just really great, and it's a great group of women, and I feel good. It's definitely accomplishing what I wanted it to accomplish, which not only was to learn about the Bible and grow spiritually, but be surrounded by positive energy and influence. And that's very good for me. So that's like the selfish aspect, but hopefully it will help me become a better Christian in person so I can better serve my Lord. Oh God, my dog is rolling in something outside. Like, my mouth was hurting really bad earlier. That's one of the reasons why I took a nap. Like, my gum was like all inflamed and hurting, and it was like throbbing. Come on! And I couldn't stop messing with it, so I had to go take a nap. So here's dinner. That's my homemade chili in there. It's been on low for about 4 hours. It's got about 2 hours left to go. I've done... You okay? I've done, I think, a whole video on it underneath my recipes playlist on my channel if you want to check it out. Can't remember if that was one of the recipes on there or not, but I know that I recorded it and shared it with you guys before. Hope I didn't include it in one of my vlogs, because then it's just too hard to find. So I haven't been all that well behaved today with my eating. This morning I did not eat anything for breakfast because I knew that they would have food there at the Bible study, and I only had last week I only had one little tiny baby cupcake, and it was like 130 calories or something. I saw on the bottom of the package. They were kind of store-bought ones. So that's all I had. But this week I knew there would be food there, so I didn't eat any breakfast. Plus I was in a big hurry to get ready and get out the door because I had to drop Madison off at 8:30, go pick up my van, and then go to the Bible study, which I already knew that I was going to be late. So anyway, I went there, and they had donuts. Lots of donuts and brownies. And they had some egg dish, but I got there too late for that. And they also had some watermelon. So I piled a bunch of watermelon on there, asked for a little knife, cut off about a quarter of a glazed donut, about a third of a sugar, like, braided donut, and about 1/3 of a little brownie bite like that. And I ate that, and then after all that I went back for the rest of that little brownie bite, the other 2/3 of it, and then later, about an hour later, I went back for another little brownie bite. So not great, not terrific, but not horrible. I think I normally probably would have gone for like 2 of the bigger donuts, so I think I did better than I would have done. There's a moth in here. So that's what I kind of ate for brunch or breakfast or whatever. So not too cool, but I had water and everything. I had a bowl of the leftovers of the chicken, 2½ ounces of the chicken, and then probably, I don't know, half a cup of the stuffing mixture with the gravy in it, so I'm going to have to try to guesstimate that on my plate. And then after that I had a little bag of these fruit snacks for 80 calories, which aren't great, but aren't the worst thing that I could have eaten, because usually, you know, I would have grabbed some cookies, which would have been double that amount of calories, so not too bad. Not long after I ate, I went to sleep, so now I just woke up, and I may or may not eat anything before dinner. Probably won't, because I'm going to track now, and then probably whatever I have left will have to be enough for the chili, and I'm going to make cornbread with honey butter.
That looks yummy.
For dinner, and then whatever little evening snack I'll have later. You will never guess where I'm on my way to. Okay, so did you guys guess where I went? I went to the Y. Can you believe it? I went and did body flow at a different YMCA than I usually go to. It's not as nice as the one that I have gone to before, but it's still okay. And it was a different instructor, of course. They do rotate a little bit, but it was a different instructor than I've had before. But it was good. I feel good. I feel good about myself for going. My body feels good that I went.
there was a little bit of an issue with my, I don't know if it's blood pressure, blood sugar, or what, but sometimes when I'm doing yoga, especially when I stand up, like, because you're doing a lot of bends and then standing and everything like that, when I get up from kind of a down position, sometimes I will get lightheaded, kind of my vision will start going dark, just for a second. And of course, to a hypochondriac, that's kind of, you know, scary. So then I try not to get myself in kind of a spiral of fear once that happens. So I just try to be positive and just try to take deep breaths and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what the cause is, so I don't know how to prevent it, but that's all I can really do. So yes, it's late. It's 20 to 7 right now. Luckily, dinner is pretty much done. I still have to make the cornbread though, which I think I just have to add water to it. I might have to add eggs and milk. I'm not sure. It was just, you know, boxed cornbread mix. And then I don't know how long that has to bake, but we'll be eating a little bit of a late dinner tonight. So I'll try to prepare everything before we eat, so that as soon as we eat, we can start getting ready for bed and everything like that. So, that's about it. I may be working on Bible study tonight. I might try to do some painting. It would be nice to get some painting done. So I don't know, I might have to do that depending on how I feel. Since this is the first time I've worked out in quite a while. But it felt really good. And definitely I need to either make the decision that I'm going to make a commitment to going a reasonable amount of time a week or whatever, once or twice a week, whatever I can think of as reasonable, or I need to put our membership on hold for the next couple months, because there's no sense in spending over $50 a month on a gym membership when you're not using it. So, yeah. There's my dinner. It's about 2 cups of the chili, 2 little mini muffins with a little bit of honey butter, which I used honey, some butter that I had left over from the Cheesecake Factory, along with some margarine. That's my dinner. It's 7:30. So much for saving money, you guys. I just had a young kid, senior in high school, come to my door selling newspapers to try to earn points to get a scholarship, and how can you say no to that? So I actually sent him away because I was trying to get dinner together and had him come back. But I signed up for 4 papers for 6 months, was only $40 for Sunday only. Did I say that? Yeah, Sunday only, 4 papers a week. Stop. 6 months, $40, and it'll help him earn points towards a $500 scholarship, which isn't really that much money, but hopefully he gets it without too much work. But he said he was thinking about joining the Air Force, so I really hope he does. And I'm not being proud, because that is not the right thing to do, but I feel good that I tried to do the right thing, because I'm kind of one of those Christians that doesn't like push anything on anybody or anything, but that's one of the biggest things that Christ calls us to do, is to spread his message and to tell others his name. And so I tried to use that opportunity to extend that hand and ask him if he went to a church nearby, if he was saved and everything. And he said that he did go to a Baptist church nearby. So anyway, that's what happened with that. And I ended up having 2 more mini muffins. So I might be a little bit over today, but it did work out. I'm not going to be surprised if I weigh more tomorrow, because I exercised. Got some coupons in the mail. Winn-Dixie Baby Club. Love it. $3 off any diapers. And these are good at Publix too. And Sweet Babe, because they take competitor coupons. $2 off any fresh beef. You can have the butcher's package you up $2 worth, and you get that totally free. Yeah, so off any chips, nuts, popcorn. You can find the little bags of nuts for like $1. You can get those for 25 cents. And if you had a manufacturers to stack, you know, it is 10 to 10 and I am about to start painting my dining room. And just to remind you of what it looks like right now, that is the big yellow tray ceiling in there. And that is the bottom of the wall with the swatches that we're not going to use. And that's what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm heading to bed now. Hello! It's about 12:30. I didn't get very much done, but I painted a little bit of the ceiling. So, of course, all that's going to be white, and then the edges are going to fur temporarily anyway. Just going to be that same beige color on the, you know, the, whatever. The part that's still yellow there is going to be like the beige color, and then all that's just going to be white. And, because I really couldn't do the rest because I didn't want to move the table and everything right now. And, so, pretty good day. But man, I will absolutely admit that I am very, I don't want to say dependent, but yeah, dude. I mean, if I was a single mom, I would have to work. So, then I would feel like I had, I guess, more of a life. A life, you know? But, man, it would be so hard. I mean, I've thought about that before, but not only that, like, I would just feel like so obviously alone. I'm very happy that I'm not a single mom. My mom was. Of course, there was only me, only child. So just me and my mom growing up until she got remarried when I was 15. Anyway, off the subject. I don't know what I was saying. I guess I'm just saying like how dependent I am on my husband for my happiness and fulfillment. I mean, yes, I get a lot, well, I get some fulfillment from my children, but it's hard to have fulfillment as a mom because you feel like your work's never done, and then sometimes you don't really see the fruit of your labor and all that. But I don't know. I think like his intermittent presence when he's here home from work, it also breaks up the monotony a little bit. Besides everything else that I love about him and whatever. But anyway, he'll be home late tomorrow night, so that'll be nice. And I didn't tell you my awesome weigh-in today, did I? Did I? It's an all-time low again this time, guys. And what a difference commitment makes. And post-period water weight loss. 153. Even. That's right. So that means only 18 more pounds to my goal. Although I did just weigh myself and I'm 157 right now, so don't think I'm going to get back down to 153 by the morning. So blame that on the exercise, whatever. I'm on my calories today from as well as I can guesstimate everything I ate today. Everything I ate today was kind of who knows kind of thing because of the donuts and stuff, but I tried my best to estimate as well as I could.
on my plate, and so yeah, and I'm on my calories, about 12 I think it was, and I haven't eaten anything since dinner, and my appetite just hasn't been crazy lately. I don't know what it is. Like, some days, like, I just cannot stop, and then other days, like tonight, of course I did have a late dinner, and I did exercise, so that probably helped, and I did take an afternoon nap that kept me from eating for 2 hours. So that's helpful. I'm bummed though, because I feel like I'm not gonna lose tomorrow. I feel like I'm probably gonna be like 155 for like no freaking reason. Whatever. What else was I going to tell you? Like, I don't know how to say this because I don't want it to seem like I am like giving somebody else a dig or like being mean-spirited or anything like that, because I'm truly not. But I wanted to bring up the fact that just how far I've come, and although I can be really hard on myself sometimes, like over the last couple months when I've had a really hard time losing, and right now recently, I mean, things are coming along a lot better than they have been. If you guys have been watching, you know that. But if I can stop and look at the big picture, I have lost today 32.4 pounds. And that is an awesome accomplishment. I should be really proud of that. And, I'm coming up on 6 months. So, yeah, I need to give myself a little bit more credit, I guess. And not feel guilty when I mess up, because I believe that there is use in that, not just wallowing in your own self-pity, but in realizing that you made a mistake and feeling bad about it so that you change it. You don't want to feel good about the mistakes that you make necessarily, because if you feel good, that won't push you to change. So, yeah, if I screw up, I want to realize that and feel like, okay, I need not to do that anymore. But I also need to look at the big picture and know that I have lost weight. And this goes back to what I was saying about digging on somebody. I know lots of people on YouTube make weight loss vlogs. And, some start out and, don't accomplish their goals. They, make a couple vids maybe, and then they drop off the map. Maybe they decide to go do it on their own without making vlogs anymore. Maybe they just, throw in the towel. I've done it many times. Between the time Alana was born and when I started these vlogs, I must have started and stopped trying to lose weight every other day. I mean, a million times. But this is the time that it actually worked, whether it was the vlogs or not. Anyway, I'm not saying anything bad about somebody that's failed, because we've all failed before. But beside that, there are people on YouTube that make vlogs, make daily vlogs, that have not lost weight in 6 months. And they have been working their asses off every day and messing up here and there and doing whatever and dealing with life. But staying focused, doing the damn thing, exercising, dieting, trying their best to eat right, and they have not lost a pound. Accumulatively, they have lost up and down. But 6 months have not lost any weight, but yet they continue to press every day. And if that's not an inspiration, I don't know what is. Sure, losing weight through diet alone is awesome, you know, okay, great, I lost 32 pounds in 6 months, whatever. But to me, it's almost more impressive that there are people out there that are making themselves healthier, are toning their bodies, are getting smaller, are getting healthier, are feeling better about themselves, but are not losing, have not lost a pound in 6 months, and yet continue to get up every day and do it. So those are my thoughts for this evening, and hope you guys had a great week. It'll be the weekend before you see this vlog, so sending all my love out to you guys this weekend. Be safe, be healthy, be happy. See you tomorrow. Good night.